everyone. I'm back with episode 2 of my rack store fragrance hunting, where the main objective is to find the remaining Banana Republic fragrances from the Icon line. Now, this footage is from before Christmas, but I didn't have the chance to do the voiceover as my neighbors were in party mode from before Christmas until after the New Year. So it's now after the New Year and I finally have a chance to do the voiceover. So let's see what we found. So I've seen several videos of people finding the newer fragrances from the Icon line popping up at Burlington's. So I decided to go see if I got lucky. On my first stop, I found this Drakkar Noir for $30, which was a little bit pricey, and several Dunhill fragrances. I've been on the lookout for Dunhill Trevin, as recommended by Christopher Cologne. Shout out to Christopher Cologne. He said it smells like my favorite Missoni Wave, or similar to. I also ran into this gem, Dark Cherry and Amber, for $19.99. A steal, but I already have it. I found this Drakkar Intense for $24.99. Now, I know this one is a recent release, and for it to be $5 cheaper than Drakkar Noir was a little surprising. Aside from that, it was just the usual. Nothing else caught my eye, so I just headed next door to Ross and found this Grassland for $20.99. I've noticed that they're cheaper at Burlington. And here I found another Grassland, and I checked the price. I always do, because you never know if it might be priced differently. That's how my Burberry Touch was priced at $9.99. Next to others of the same size, 50 ml for I think $30. That was probably my best find at Ross. And then just a whole bunch of rummaging here. And yes, check both the men's and the women's. They just have everything mixed together. So after work, I headed to another Burlington, and I didn't even bother with this one because it was so packed. So then I headed to another Burlington on my way home, and the same thing, it was so packed. So close to home, I decided to stop by Marshall's, and surprisingly there I found a lot of new fragrances, like this Spice Bomb for $79, the 50 ml It's just a tad expensive. This Missoni Parfum though, 100 mil for $49.99 is not bad. It's a fair price. H24 Eau de Toilette was a bit expensive, 49 for 50 mils. And made my way around to more fragrances. This was a huge 200 ml bottle of Drakkar Noir. And apologies for the poor camera handling, but yeah, I was just amazed by all the fragrances they had. Again, check all the price tags. Even though you've seen one go for $50, you might find another one priced cheaper. It might be an employee mistake, or I don't know, might be a little damage on the bottom, on the box that still discount the fragrance. This YSL EDT I've never seen at a discounter before, as well as this Boss bottled, I think it's the Eau de Parfum. But anyway, yeah, it's my first time going fragrance hunting at rack stores during the holidays, and they really do have good fragrances popping up during this time. Okay, so unfortunately we did not find any Banana Republic fragrances that I need to complete my collection. But we did leave with one fragrance. That fragrance being Drakkar Intense by Guy Laroche. And I paid $24.99 for this fragrance. Now I understand that this fragrance is fairly new, and still the original was more expensive. It was $30 for the 100 ml, while this one was $5 cheaper already. So I don't have the original yet, but I'm planning on getting it. If I do, it's probably going to end up being online because I think it's cheaper there. This one, that's what I tend to do with fragrances that I'm looking to purchase at direct stores. I check online to see if they're cheaper there. And this one was, I found a tester for $19.99, but the shipping was $6. So it ended up being more expensive online anyway. So let's get this out and see what it smells like. Now this is the bottle. It is a nice ambery orange color. Simple bottle, but I like simple. But we're here for the fragrance, right? So let's give it a spray. Let's do my elbow crease. I must say the atomizer does look a bit cheap, but it doesn't look broken or worrisome. Let me give it a smell. Oh, this reminds me of a fragrance that I have. Let me get it real quick. Okay, so this fragrance off the top reminded me right away of this fragrance, Loewe Pour Homme. Now, it's been a while since I've sprayed it though, but let me just smell it. Yes, it is. It is in a similar DNA. And let's pull up the fragrance notes just to see how similar they are. So first, for Drakkar Intense, this fragrance was released in 2022. The main accords are sweet, woody, spicy, fougere, and fresh. The top notes include absinthe, bergamot, coriander, and rosemary. Hard notes include lavender, clary sage, and juniper berry. And the base notes include moss, suede, vanilla, and patchouli. It has several green notes. It does smell old school, which is what this gives off. It gives an old school vibe. Now, let me pull up the fragrance notes for this fragrance. This fragrance was released in 1992. The main accords are spicy, citrus, fresh, green, and woody. The top notes include lemon, basil, The top notes include lemon, basil, lavender, and Sicilian mandarin orange. The heart notes include geranium and lily of the valley. And the base notes include oak moss, Haitian vetiver, musk, sandalwood, and amber. I guess the cap notes aren't that nice. But yes, like I said, these two fragrances give an old school gentlemanly vibe. And I love that. Now I'm curious to see if the Drakkar Noir smells like that as well. So I might have to pick that up soon. But for now, we have Drakkar Intense. That does it for episode 2 of my Rack Store fragrance hunting mission to find the rest of the Banana Republic fragrances that I need to complete that collection line. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you stick around to see the next episode and see if maybe I find one or two of those fragrances that I'm looking for. Again, thank you for watching,